Hello, Simply Grace and Grit. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to close these blinds real quick. See if that helps with the lighting. Maybe, maybe not. All right, I'm going to tag some people on here. I hope y'all are having a good morning. Okay. Just to make sure that y'all see. So, Tip Tuesday on a Wednesday. That's what we're doing. If you're watching the replay, let me know because I want to know who's watching these. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you about World Tour. We have so many consultants that have never been to a world tour. We also have consultants who have never been to a real world tour. So the last couple of years it's been virtual because of COVID. Last year was amazing. We got together in person to watch the virtual option. Okay. So, all of the information is on your events tab. So if you go to more in your workstation and click on events, and you can, let me see the exact wording, go to whatever city is closest to you and click event info, and it's going to bring up literally everything you need to know about it. This year, the theme is Project Lookout, and it says here at the very beginning that they're going to be sharing a bird's eye view of the year ahead, including a new spring and summer 2023 product display. Okay, so at World Tour, it is literally a mini SFR. It's in one day. Here on the information, it already has the agenda, and it runs from 8 to 4. Okay, so it is a full day with a lunch break. It is a full day of training, information. You'll hear from home office. You'll probably hear with World Tour, they ask star directors for World Tour and SSDs for SFR to present and share information. So you'll hear from some SDs, tons and tons of information. You'll get to see the spring and summer. Good morning, Stephanie. The spring and summer products up close and personal. You'll be able to take pictures with it, take pictures of it, see it, experience it, all of those things, okay? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts to the theme. So there's discover, prepare, play, connect, and cheer, okay? So you can go through your events tab and read through all that. But it is literally a time for you to get together with consultants in your area. It's a time to meet home office. It's a time to just live that Scentsy life and really put yourself in it. Like I said, majority of y'all have never been to a real world tour because it's been virtual in the past. But if you've been to SFR, it is literally a mini version of that, okay? So it says on here, the cost per consultant is $78, but you do get, it says the access to the entire in-person event, new product and program reveals, home office announcements, consultant-led training, and the product display, okay? You also will get a spirit kit. It's going to have the workbook, your name badge, and a lanyard that your name badge will go on, and that will be delivered to your house before the event. A collection of new products from the new catalog. Hello. So that's first dibs on brand new products that no one has. And then you also get 500 points towards the incentive. Now, not just for signing up, but you have to attend. They will be doing an audit of who actually goes. But you get points towards the incentive. They've never done that before. That's amazing. You can also bring guests. Now, your guest cannot be a consultant. So they get literally everything that the consultant gets. They get the spirit kit. They get, it says 5 new fragrance bars from the new catalog. I don't know if that's what we're getting as consultants as well. And they get the program, all of that, okay? you won't get your incentive points until after registration closes. So registration closes on the 31st of December. That's when you'll get your points. And then when they do the audit, if you didn't attend, those points will be taken away. That's my understanding of it, okay? Yes, Stephanie said, if it's anything like SFR, go. Just go. So here's the thing. I want to just tell y'all my experience with World Tour. I signed up mid-September 2017. I attended my first World Tour January 2018, so just a few months after I joined. It was one of my aha moments in my business because, one, I went without personally really knowing anyone. So we were in Georgia at the time. We drove up to North Carolina, made a weekend of it because my parents were in North Carolina. Drove up, made a weekend of it. The only person I actually already met in person was my sponsor, and I hadn't seen her in probably 10 years at that point because we went to college together. So I knew she was going to be there. That's the only person I already knew. But I got to meet everyone that was on my team at the time. I got to meet my director in person at the time. That was also when they announced the first incentive trip that I actually earned was to Mexico. And I was like, I'm doing that. I'm earning it. And I also had a ton of reservations. So this was the point in my business where I was literally just starting. I don't think I had any teamies at that time. But I went with an open mind. I went scared. I went by myself. And that's when I decided I was going to earn that incentive because I at that point had never been to Mexico and had always wanted to go. So a free trip to Mexico, sign me up, right? So that's the kind of stuff you're going to get there. You're going to get announcements. You're going to get first dibs on things. You're going to be able to see it. You are going to be able to experience what Scentsy is at that event. Hopefully, our group is pretty widespread, so wherever you're going, there should be at least one other person going. If you're not sure, just ask me. I can see everyone where they're going this year. And if there isn't anyone going, let me know that too, because I'll be happy to hook you up with someone going to that event, okay? So go. The biggest thing is that you go, you invest in your business. The cost to be able to attend is a tax write-off, okay? It's considered a business trip. Whatever lunch you have there is a business write-off. The gas or the mileage there, anything that you buy during that day while you're there is a tax write-off. So that's a perk. Know that there is no virtual option this year, and I absolutely love that because we're getting back to real world. We're getting back to normalcy. And it doesn't give people the option to like opt out and just stay at home. It's going to put people out of their comfort zone. So I want y'all to attend. I want you to share when you sign up. Today is payday. Now, we don't ever spend family money on Scentsy, but if you have wiggle room in your business to be able to invest back in your business, World Tour is something that I would suggest investing in, okay? Because it's going to be an experience. It's not something where you're going to be like, oh, I bought this for my business, but it's going to pay off so much in your business that it's hard to explain, okay? You'll be able to meet people. You'll be able to experience things that you haven't been able to ever experience, even if you've been to a virtual World Tour before, okay? So this will also be a great intro to everyone who's going to SFR. So when you attend World Tour and you see that you're completely exhausted after day one, this is just a snippet of what SFR and how amazing that's going to be, because that's also going to be on the East Coast this year, which has never been in Charlotte. I'm super excited about that. But you will leave World Tour saying, I'm going to SFR. I need more. I want to be able to experience this. I want more of this. I want that mindset shift, okay? So, if y'all have any questions about the actual event, how it goes, like I said, the agenda is up, but there's usually just general sessions. There's a lunch break in between. If you're going to Raleigh, we do have a Simply Grace and Grit group already put together here on Facebook. And if you're attending, if you're signed up, then you can join that group. We'll be doing dinner after World Tour just to hang out and make the best of the whole day that we can. And I encourage you to do that wherever you go as well. So if you're going with a few other teammates, at least maybe do lunch together, or, you know, take advantage of the time that y'all are going to actually be together in person. So, go with an open mind, go with an open heart, go excited, and go with those reservations away. Does that make sense? I want y'all to go in with no expectations. Yes, Stephanie said you won't understand until you go. It will be beyond your expectations. Promise. Exactly. So go in with an open mind, wanting to meet people, wanting to learn, wanting to do all the things, and I promise you'll be super excited. So December 31st is when it closes. That's a long way away. We have all of November and all of December, but keep in mind that locations can sell out. So there is a max amount. They do have less locations this year too, so that's something to keep in mind. I would not be surprised if Raleigh eventually sold out, because it's one of the only, other than, well, there's Orlando and there's Atlanta, but in the North Carolina area, that's the only area that they're doing. So any of them, I would not be surprised if they sold out. Last thing, I posted about it this morning. We always do a group shirt. Me and Anya are going to do them together. And we need to know who's interested in buying. Just because you say you're going to buy one doesn't mean you have to, but we do need a roundabout number of how many consultants will be purchasing the group shirt. It's something that we can all go together and match, and also a tax write-off, and just add to your Scentsy swag, your Scentsy branding, all of that. So make sure you vote on that poll so we know how many people to expect that will be purchasing those, and that will be ready in the next couple months. So like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. The biggest thing is that you just go. If you have any questions, any reservations, reach out to me here on Facebook, text me, email, whatever, and I'll be glad to help y'all. So that was your tip this week. I hope y'all have an amazing week. Keep on partying, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.